How's it going? I'm Zane Courtney, and I'm actually a film major here at GCU.
Cool.
So, if that's not funny enough. And so as a content creator, as a guy who, maybe wants to go to Hollywood or New York or somewhere like that to be a Christian influence for these people, what does a guy like me have to bring to the table so that we're not just these Jesus kind of people, right? To be able to relate and to actually expose the kingdom of God as it exists on earth, right? So what would you say to a content creator who really wants to be that light in a realistic way?
Well, first of all, I think that you cannot be one of the problems that insurgent movements have, whether it's conservatism, which is now kind of the cool, now conservative kind of the rebels, or Christians trying to move in. One of the problems that insurgent movements have is a kind of secret hope that the people that they're trying to kill will love them. So we call it being John McCain. When you secretly are hoping that the New York Times will love you for pointing out that the New York Times is the worst paper on earth, right? But you're secretly hoping they'll do a feature about you, The movie business, which I've worked in extensively at this point, it is pretty much as bad as you think it is, and it's incredibly hard to get into, and everybody wants to do it. So when you go in and say, oh, and I'm a Christian conservative, you're done, right? You're toast. However, you notice they don't censor movies. They censor YouTube. Why? Because YouTube is the culture. Twitter is the culture. There are all kinds of ways now that people can make culture without going through the mainstream. And so what I would say to you is forget the mainstream, build a culture. I have been on the cutting edge of all these things. I did an app with a movie in it, right? And the app every 3 days, the next chapter of the movie would show up in your phone. It was a ghost story called Haunting Melissa, and your phone would go, Melissa. And every time it happened, I'd go like, it's terrifying. Yeah. I mean, that stuff takes money, but there are people willing to give the money, and some of it doesn't take money. Ultimately, I hate to say this because it's such a cliche, but if you build it, they will come. The movie business is dead. The movie business is virtually a charity at this point. TV is dying for content. If they see something good on YouTube, they will come after you.